I don't have an ID card for the lab yet. Let's go see if there's any zombies down here. No zombies, but some gear, so maybe we can get lucky. Amoebic molds. We got a body site nearby too. Where are you at, mold? Down to the southeast or southwest. Alright, let's do this first. Let's take a look at these books. Alright, pretty good books. And let's... Don't have the entrenching tool with me to dig my way through. I don't want to cut myself on any of the frames. First aid kit! Another cash card and... I'll take the boots because I can chop them up for leather. Otherwise, I don't care about the rest. I can't get out that way without getting myself hurt. Alright, not bad, I guess. So we got a first aid kit now. Give me some real bandages, which will help, but first aid to 0 is going to really suck for a while. I think it's time to get rid of the golf bag. Oh, my rucksack. I got to get my tailoring skill up. I might have to stop somewhere just to level tailoring a bit so I can at least repair my rucksack. Get your stamina back. But at least we are mobile. That was one of my biggest goals for this particular challenge. Get mobile. Where are you, items? Science ID. Dielectric capacitance and an ID card. Right south of a lab. Well, alrighty then. I feel like I'm being set up. I'm definitely being set up. The game's being a little too nice. Not that I'll get this thing successfully installed. The chances I'll get this installed is so small. So don't get too excited. With a 7 intelligence guy with no first aid skill, no computer skill, that's going to be like a 90% fail chance. Which in Vorm install chances equals 99.99 fail chance. Because the game lies to me. The numbers it reports to me are not the actual numbers that it uses to roll those dice. The ID card was good. Oops, I saw... Ah! Oh, good. Alright. Another one of those roadblocks that I didn't turn on... actually, I'm going to turn on static NPCs. That way as I travel, they'll start showing up. I like these little roadblock guys. They're pretty cool. I need to slide over one more space. There we go. Alright. We are all set now. Nothing else in that I need that I could work on. I don't have any mechanic skill, so I can't take seats or anything out. I don't have a wrench. I drove past some crates. Were they the ones that I had already seen before? Must have been different crates. Ambulances are terrible off-road vehicles, though. I missed crates on my way to the downed helicopter. My brain is not... Oh, there they are, up north. Got focused on the helicopter. I would have seen them if I'd kept going along the road. Thanks for mentioning it, though. I probably would have bypassed these. Chocolate bars and bad antibiotics. Better than nothing. Until we find some real ones. There's the MREs. Now we're rocking. Alright. Dielectric. I'd love to get installed, but the fail chances are going to be so horrible. Yeah, that's all. I gotta stop hitting the G key. It's one they've changed. I'm so used to hitting G to activate the the vehicle information. Now I have to do it this way. Examine, yeah. That's not quite what I want. So if I examine this way? Alright. Weird. We're up to 24 liters, so that should be plenty. Now we've got me into my comfort zone. It's very unlikely I'll run out of gas at this point. Be more likely I blow tires hitting a road or a minefield or something. Like this one right up here. Hey there, minefield. Alright, so, decision time. I've actually got an ID card for a lab. But it's not the lab facility that I'm looking for. As we all know, I can spend quite a bit of time in labs, or no time at all, depending. This guy... he's pretty well equipped to handle labs with the ranged weaponry and the night vision traits. I'm just trying to think what I would get out of it that I would find useful towards completing this particular challenge, though. I'd get the opportunity to get some books and such, and I could spend some time getting some skills up, but I really wanted to avoid that if I could for this particular run. Lots of guns. Lots of guns, but the problem is I don't have what I need to get into the guns. I need to have either computer skill to hack the armory computers, or the barracks computers, or I need to have a pickaxe or some way of getting through the doors. So, how do I deal with turrets on this character? Shoot them. Pretty much. 99% of turrets I avoid, and I've gotten good enough that even the oddly placed turrets rarely get me anymore. Just by following a few simple rules. If it's light, assume you're going to get shot, and always peek up and down stairs before you move down or up. And those two rules all by themselves will save you from 99% of turrets. Turrets that are misplaced in such a way that they're in the way, I just shoot from range. So I'm not so worried about that. It's just that I can't get into the places that have the good stuff. I think I'm better suited to just drive around looking for soldiers and helicopter crash sites and grabbing my weaponry and gear off of them. I don't really need weapons. I just need some ammo. As soon as I get a bit more reloads on my ammo, we're pretty much golden. I mean, I've got the sniper rifle and I've got the silenced pistol. Those two cover just about every circumstance I can think of. The rifle's got enough armor penetration to take down pretty much anything. So I don't think I'm going to go into this lab. I think we're going to do some traveling. It's good to know it's here. And it dead ends down to there, so we're going to go north around this minefield. Do some more traveling. We've got a vehicle. That was my number one hope. We've got our food pretty well covered. We've got hydration pretty well covered. We've got most of the basic tools. So we're already in a position to pretty much just find the facility. That turn took a lot longer than I thought. Pretty much in a... oh yeah, I keep getting asked about clay for some reason. There's clay. That is what a clay deposit looks like, well, at least using this tile set. That is what clay looks like in the forest. You'll find these little batches of clay on occasion. So I see them fairly regularly as I'm driving around. Sometimes you can find them by traipsing through the middle of forest areas. They're deeper in as well. But if you need clay, there are a few reasons why you might need clay. Yeah, right there. You can find them in that kind of a location now. Alright, let's pull around the side here. Siphon through the mirror. Oops. Two primary things I wanted to do with this run: check out the lab facility, or the research facility, and shoot guns a lot. So I'm trying to use guns as much as I can, even if it's not something I would do normally. Evac shelter, not much of evac shelter I would care about right now. I guess the 60-liter tank that I could get, so I'd have plenty of water lugging around with me. That would take up almost an entire basket all by itself. Alright, pick a direction. North or west? First one, I mentioned it in chat. That's the way I'm going. North. A 10. You were the quickest. North it is. So, we've got a city starting to show up that direction. Let's, that is a homeless camp to the west side of the branching here. Let's follow this one in a little closer to the town. Another minefield. Oops. Well, isn't that tricksy? Airdrop crates. I thought it was inside the minefield for a second. I thought the minefield went south from these two signs at first when I saw these two crates. And I thought, well, that's pretty tricksy. I've never seen airdrop crates on a minefield before. Just got the two crates this time. Hopefully we don't have anything set off a mine while we're sitting here. MREs? MRE and another first aid kit. That pretty much satisfies my needs. Flashbang, I can't think of a use for flashbangs. Maybe with NPCs, but against zombies and such, not even going to bother picking it up. MRE and a first aid kit's pretty valuable, though. Definitely worth pulling off to the side for. Nah, I don't usually have a problem making noise to draw Zeds. Smash things, yell, honk a horn, all that kind of stuff usually takes care of it pretty easily. I am famished. What you got? Spare wheel, don't care. More gas. Like I said, I knew we were going to be fine with gas as soon as I had that initial batch. Alright, what do I got up here? Let's have... We haven't even really started into my pine nuts yet. Let's just keep eating cashews for now. Let's have a chocolate bar just to spice things up. Some fruit leathers. I think that's enough for now. And we'll take one more hit of water. For the most part, the advice I give people about the new hunger system, I see a lot of people complaining about it. The advice I give is just a few times a day, eat 800 or so calories and take a few drinks of water. That's it. Don't worry about these messages. Don't care about them. Don't worry about trying to min-max your hunger out to the 9th decimal place that your stomach is full or any of that crap. Just eat a few bites to eat and have something to drink 2, 3, 4 times a day and you're good. Don't worry about it. Go about your business. You got more important things to worry about than what that message says up there. And unless you got some weird situation going on with odd mutations or hunger generating CBMs or things like that, you really shouldn't have to sweat it too much. That's a lot of horde indicators. Good old bank. I don't have a stethoscope yet. hospital. I could go raid a hospital. Hopefully get a stethoscope and get some final gear. What's that blinking Z? Those are horde indicators when you have Wanderspawns turned on. It indicates a grouping of zombies in that location. And the Wanderspawns for cities, they have two rules. When it's time for them to move, and I don't know the actual timer function, but when the game says Wanderspawn is now going to move, it rolls dice, and there is a 50% chance the horde or group of zombies will move towards the city nameplate, the city center. And then a 50% chance that they'll move in a random direction. So that's how these wandering hordes actually move around the map, and how they'll come to your area sometimes. It's through that function. It just rolls dice. 50% towards the nameplate, 50% random direction. That's why you'll always see huge conglomerations of zombies right on the nameplate, and I usually try to avoid that kind of an area. But that's also where the good stuff is, like a bank, with all the fancy CBMs and holographic cloaks and power armor and so on. But if you want to go get it, you got to deal with the huge piles of zombies. So, the hospital is what I'm more interested in. It's a little close to the city there. I'd like it to be offset a little further, but nowadays, the way they've got things generating, kind of normal to have hospitals wedged right up against cities. But there's a lot of clear space around it, which would give me the option or opportunity to kind of drive around and try to pull out zombies. This is the front of the hospital here. There's a side door right here that I prefer to go into when I can. It's usually not anything over here because there's no windows or other such things, and it leads you right into a patient recovery area. Usually got some zombies, but they're most often the lower level zombies you can either deal with or avoid while you ransack some patient rooms for some gear. And the surgical wing is over here. That's where, right about here, kind of in this little corner spot, right there is the auto doc room. And this side's more likely to have the higher end medical gear. But I can usually get first aid kits, disinfectant, stethoscopes, scalpels, that kind of stuff, just by running this hallway real quick and then running out of there. So I'm going to have to give a thought to that, because that might be worth it. So we'll see. This is what, a dairy farm down here, I believe? Yep, that's the dairy farm. I like finding the quad bike at the dairy farms. I don't know if that's standard or if I just got lucky one time, but quad bikes are awesome. Yeah, those are two fairly close together evac shelters. I guess I could check the evac shelter computer just to get the map to the refugee center. The filling in the map sometimes is useful. It's funny, I did it once, I think during a live stream. Yeah, I did it during a live stream once. And I had to scroll the map around to follow the route for like 2 or 3 minutes. It was like 30 map spaces away. I mean, like entire huge sections of map. It was just a crazy long distance to get to the refugee center on the path that it had picked. It was funny. So I think I'm gonna curve up to check that evac center real quick, see where these roads might go, and then I might curl around and fiddle with that hospital. Good old thunderstorms cutting down on our visibility. There's the homeless shelter. I don't need the brazier or anything that's going to be at that place. Oh, but I'd be perfectly happy to swap into a running Humvee. Zombie soldier? Where the hell is a zombie soldier? Oh, up north. Is there a helicopter up there? Soldier right there. I'm wondering if there's a helicopter nearby up here. Alright, you got wheels? It's always the first thing to check. Nope, no wheels. Damn you! Stupid game, give me wheels on my Humvees. Just once. Everything else looked pretty good, except for the no wheels part. Perfect engine. I'm tempted to mark this location just in case I find wheels and come back. But I won't. I don't want to spend a ton of time doing that. Oh, it's a soldier body site. We got two soldiers and some items on the ground. This is a good opportunity. First off, what's already on the ground? Sort by category. H and K. Might have ammo, might not. Knife. But I don't want to repair. Generic gear I don't really care about. Suppressor I don't really need. I might be able to throw that on the sniper rifle if it doesn't already have it. And one more pair of boots. So nothing too impressive on the ground unless that H&K's got full load of ammo. So, let's alright, I need that soldier to stop chasing the Kraken around, because I need to shoot him in his dumb face. Let's scoot around the direction the Kraken's actually going. Alright. I think I'm going to use the sniper rifle. We haven't used it yet. Let's grab it. Scout rifle. So, here's the scout rifle. This is the Rivtech scout rifle. Pretty much the highest end sniper rifle in the game. It's got a semi-auto and a 2-shot. And it'll be entertaining if I go full auto on this guy. It's already got an integrated suppressor, scope, shoulder strap, so I don't need to suppress it. Both my weapons have silence or suppression ability. So, I don't want to shoot the Kraken. I really just want to shoot the zombie, but the Kraken's kind of being a pest and keeping his body. There we go. Alright, so what kind of numbers are we going to get? 37 focus. Well, we're not going to get much XP because I didn't turn off my driving skill. 100% headshot. Alright. What's the range on this thing? 60? Yep, 60 range, and it'll actually hit out that far. You get some crazy distance shots with this kind of thing. Hey, what did I see up there? Oh, that's the shelter. Alright. So, it's guaranteed headshot. 92 damage. Not quite enough to drop him in one. Nearly dead. So close! I'm gonna have to waste another bullet just to finish this guy off. Alright, Kraken. Get out of the way. No ammo. Ammo's what I was mostly hoping for. Take the lighter, and I think I'm done picking up lighters. We've already got an entrenching tool. None of the rest of that stuff is useful. The other soldier, I don't know where he... oh, he's back that direction. Alright, let's... work our way back around here. Hey there, soldier. Follow me down this way, please. Alright, how far away is this guy? 23, and we've still got 100% hit chance. 41% headshot from 23 range. Standard hit, 48. That's not enough to drop him. I'm going to let him get closer so we get a guaranteed critical hit and kill him on the second shot. 94. Alright, give me the cash card. I'll take the sheath. I'm debating on the combat knife. It's damaged pretty heavily. I think it has 19 pierce when it's full strength. Maybe it's not that high. Maybe it's not losing that much. I can't remember. We've got a hunting knife, though. Hunting knife. Hunting knife has 30 butchering. It's pretty much the best butchering you can get outside of some of the CBMs. So, I don't need the butchering. It's got cutting and fine cutting, so it's pretty much good to go. It's cut versus pierce. That's the only reason I'm contemplating taking the combat knife. Yeah, let's take it. So, pork and beans. Yay! H&K's got some ammo. It fires the standard 223 rounds, which aren't too hard to get a hold of. So that'll give us a rifle with fairly plentiful ammo. I might use this in place of the Rivtech stuff, just to conserve my high-end ammo till I need it. Alright, and... Score! Oh, I'm getting set up so hard. Well, I knew finding soldiers was what I wanted, and that's pretty much the exact reason. About the only thing that could have been better would have been one of the lighter heavy machine guns with a 250 or 500 round drum magazine. But, yeah, it's finally showing me some love. It's been pretty easy mode so far. Sure, I guess we'll grab those, and I don't care about the rest. But at a minimum, that gets me 50 more shots out of the sniper rifle, if I don't want to use the assault rifle. So, we'll see. That gives me some options. That takes our ammo supply up a really good amount, though, so... Like I said, I'm going to be trying to use guns as much as possible on this run, so... 6 rounds left. Let's not reload. I'm trying to think of when I would use the assault rifle over the scout rifle. I don't think I would. The benefit of the assault rifle is the burst fire. Damaged, I'm never going to get it repaired this run. I think I'm just going to unload it. So, let's wear the rifle. Unload the Rivtech assault rifle. Unload the mag. And drop that. Throw the sheath on, and I'm going to put the hunting knife in the sheath. I'll throw that magazine, or that gun, up in the front basket. Alright, then let's reload that. Whoops. Oh, they're FMJs. Alright, we'll wait till I finish the rounds that I have in the gun, then I'll reload that magazine with standard 8x40. Okay, drop that in there. I'll use that for mowing down fairly easy things that I just don't want to deal with melee, and which is pretty much everything. Keep the reloads up here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, let's keep moving. That was a pretty lucky stop. We got a lot of good stuff out of there. H&K and the Rivtech assault rifle. Alright, quick trip into here. Contact us. Quit. Which direction? Off to the east. Uh-oh! Right there! Right there! Research facility! We might finish this challenge in one evening after all. That's the reason I did this. Exactly to see what would appear along the path. And that's the research facility. That's what we're looking for. So, score. Here's what I meant by sometimes, oh, that one's not too bad. I had one that was like 30 times longer than that path one time to get to the refugee center. And I was just following it, scrolling the map, scrolling the map. It took forever. It was hilarious. That's a pretty good sized town there. I wonder if that's all Beddington or if that's a couple of smushed together towns. But yeah, right there's what we're looking for. That's the research facility. So we've just got to work our way over that direction. Might be able to get to it from the north or the south around here without having to futz with the forest area there. But it's kind of wedged right up along the side of the river and some swamp area. Cool, cool. I still need to, before I head into the underground portion of it, I still need to, or I want to make sure I have either a pickaxe or some way of getting into the doors. We'll see. Guess it depends on just how deep the lab is, but we'll see what we can do. And I'd like to get some healing done as well. Alright, so do I need anything here? For anybody that didn't see my live stream tutorial that I did a week or two back, showing people how to, newer players mainly, how to start in the evac shelter. You can make your hammer and your screwdriver just with the basic tools from taking down curtains and disassembling the lockers. Where are the lockers on this one? Oh, they're in this little room. If you carefully disassemble one of these, you can get the brazier created, and you smash the other ones. You can get your hammer and your screwdriver crafted, and all the lockpicks. I'll give you all those tools. Once you have the hammer and the screwdriver, you can come upstairs. You can disassemble this thing. And that thing contains several, I think it's 4 60-liter tanks. So those 60-liter tanks will give you all of the water capacity carrying that you might need. You can just run to a nearby pond or whatever and fill them up, or use a funnel, or your choice. And if you didn't know, you can also, whoops, you can also smash up this external railing. So that gives you scrap metal, or you can disassemble it. So just all sorts of stuff up there. You can take this apart. It doesn't actually do anything. You can take that apart for some metal. But mainly it's this this thing here will give you pipes and some metal and the 60-liter tanks. That gives you tons of water carrying capacity. But for our use, we're out of here. 2:30. Keep on. Oops, failed to start. Don't give me that failed to start crap. Why am I seeing this whole section up here? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Did someone explain to me why I'm seeing all this section of map all of a sudden? Oh, I looked from the roof? Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Well, that's pretty damn easy. They're making the game too easy. Wow. That is quite the view range. Now, I don't know how much of that's affected by the fact that this guy's a sniper with the scout trait and binoculars. So he's probably one of the highest view potential guys in the game. So I'm curious if that's the normal range that you see from a rooftop, or if that is modified by those traits. Cool, I guess. I'll have to definitely remember that. I don't know how new that is or when that got put in. I don't remember it doing that when I did my tutorial a week or two ago. I may not have noticed, though. Or does it only happen when you have binoculars? Is it a function of... I might have to test that just to understand the parameters. Because that seems like a hellaciously broad view range. I've got to assume it's a combination of scout trait plus binoculars plus roof to give that kind of a range. So, yeah, we got a fungal tower out to the west. We've got another lab. We've got a mine. We've got a bunker. So the military bunker, I do have one ID card. That would get us into the initial area. If it's the new style bunker, I wouldn't get through the front door, the first door, without pickaxe. I think we'll leave that alone. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, like, if you went to like an apartment tower, like one of those big, wide survivor apartment towers, and you went up to the roof of one of those things, if you would see for like an entire overworld map section, that would be pretty interesting. I'm not liking Triffids. Didn't quite get the map to extend all the way over to there, but we have a mall to get to go play in as well. Yeah, I'll have to do some experimenting with that roof thing. Let me make a note, actually. I'm not sure just how much... Yeah, let me make a note. I'll take a look. Maybe I'll need to do a quick dip video on it. I've never noticed it, and I don't remember seeing a mention of it in the Experimental notes, but I could have missed something. Rooftop view shows long map range. Test with binoc, telescope, scout, etc. Alright. I'll take a look at that after the stream and see what I can do. I think it's cool. It's a good idea. I just think that range is kind of ridiculous. So I'm hoping that this is just an occurrence of crazy good character with particular tools that's making it this wide. Alright, but we got a much better view of where we're going to go. So we're here. I don't want to go up this way. Nothing useful for me at the mine. We're not going into that lab. I'm going to avoid that bunker for the moment. We might roll back to it at some point. I think I'm going to roll south. So the town has very little that I think I would try to get into. Other than the hospital. So I just got to make a decision on the hospital. I think I might just keep rolling my way back over, get all of the stuff mapped into the research facility, make sure I know what my area looks like, then kind of decide between all the goodies in the local area what I want to do. So, I think we'll roll south back down this way, kind of skirt the edge. I might take a peek at the dairy farm, and then roll up this way, through these towns, and then check out the immediate area. See if we can get that done before the sun goes down, or if we can spot a place we can hang out for the evening. Alright, so we're going to go... I think I'm going to follow the road. Ambulance is not really good for off-roading. Yeah, I was only planning on doing this particular challenge. I wanted it to be kind of a shorter challenge with guns and more bang-bang. But like I said, we've got a possibility of finishing this one up this evening, which would be good. I didn't want to go more than 1 to 2 nights with this particular challenge. But I wasn't expecting to find it that quickly. What do we got up there? Fire truck with gear. So that's what I call the short fire truck. That's the one that always has a row of gear here and a row of gear here. Hey, we have Mouse Look back. Cool. Yay, Mouse Look is back. That makes me happy. I did it by reflex and was expecting it not to show me anything. So that's the short fire truck. It's got a row of gear here, which is all clothing, and it's got a row of gear here that's all clothing. But when you need Kevlar for your survivor gear or anything else, or Nomex, just find one of these, pull all this stuff outside, butcher it all up, and you'll have all the Kevlar and Nomex you might need for any kind of crafting. No tools, unfortunately. The long fire truck is the one that has a compartment on the side at the back corner that will a lot of times have Halligan bars, crowbars, things like that. Alright, so... oh, and a pool. Lots of swimmer and alligator zombies. So where are we at? Let's head on south along the road. Oh, there's an APC. What else we got over here? Solar vehicle, cargo truck. I'm gonna peek in the back of the APC real quick, and that's about it. Not something I'd be interested in driving. Which, it's got the Browning though. That's gonna have the 50 cal, not the 223 ammo. Hey there, moo cows. Novice Bowhunter book, huh? Dairy farms are pretty cool. Good places to get set up. That is a lot of cows. That's more than I usually see, or I'm used to seeing anyway. So, bike right there. We'll pull up and just check for tools that I might be missing, but beyond that, we'll take off pretty quick. Wrench! Well, there we go. Ask and ye shall receive. That's the trick. You just gotta tell the game what you want, and it'll just give it to you. No, no sugary cereal. Hey, fruit juice is good. We are slaked currently. We'll take it with us. And a butcher knife. I already got the hunting knife, thanks. Bow hunter, I'm not gonna use. Gun safe. Nah, don't even try to pick that gun safe. No way I'm gonna get into that. Nope, don't care. Alright. Well, we got a wrench. Like I mentioned, I found a quad bike here once. That was really cool. All we need is the hacksaw, and we'll have all the tools. So... cows and cattle dogs. Hey there, Delise C-Mac. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to The Cataclysm is being too nice to Vorm, and he expects to die horribly and embarrassingly any time now. You know, like every Tuesday. Except it's Wednesday. So, don't care about the mass grave. Oh look, it's my favorite! Everybody knows how much I enjoy going and searching mansions. Let's go look at the mansion. Uh-oh, Kraken. Body site. Drug site. What do we got? More crack from my bag of crack? No, just meth. Bunch of clothes I don't care about. Alright, we'll just keep on going. Out of the way, groundhogs. I wonder how hard it would be for this guy to prowl a mansion. I would love either certain books or the medieval gear. So, I will have to give some thought to the possibility of clearing, or at least running through the mansion. So, bathroom on the back corner. Kitchen here. So the library is going to be on the opposite corner, south of me. Can't quite see into the front entrance. What is that crowd out that direction? The turkeys? Yep, a whole bunch of fleeing turkeys. So this corner down here is the library room. There'll be books in here and a few here. Medieval gear, high possibility here. Medium possibility on the top floor, and low possibility in the basement. Campsite to the east. This is actually a pretty good location to set up a little base and then kind of push into town to explore. Normally that would be someplace I would pay pretty good attention to do that. I didn't see if there was a... yeah, there's even an indoor pool. Cool, my favorite kind of mansion. Let's leave it alone for the moment, though. Let's finish our scouting run, reconnoitering run here. We've got plenty of gas to waste. Another science site. Don't mind me, Kraken. Soldering iron, another good tool. Don't care about the rest of that. Already got a makeshift. We'll take a real screwdriver in its place. And another ID card. Alright. Nothing too exciting, but ID cards are always good. What am I seeing? Black rats. Wreck. Alright. Down a hill. Wallingford. Oh, I lost one of my wing mirrors. Rip wing mirror. Pretty common casualty. I can never keep my wing mirrors. Alright, looks like it's just going to be a straight shot right up to the facility. We may just go gonzo and charge right in. Try to clear the top floor, and then I'll make a decision on whether to base out of there or head back to the mansion or what. There you go. That is the research facility. Big parking lot area. I think... Yeah, let's get a little closer so we can actually see what's what. I've never been in one of these, so I don't know how dangerous it is. So, solid wall. Gates. Parking lots. I can't see much else. The immediate area is all swamp, so it's isolated. I think it's far enough from hill that we shouldn't have anything showing up there. Either Inglonious, I don't know. I haven't actually had to use it yet. I picked it up and it looked weird, but I haven't actually had to interact with the battery system yet. So, we'll see. Mainly I just wanted to get close enough, and I think I'm going to go ahead and take a drive around here up to the bridge area, and then I'll come back again, just because I want to map in as much of the other area. I want to double check if there's any fungal presence in the area. If not, then I'm safe to spend time up above ground. And if I can clear this top floor of the facility, then I can use it to base my adventures down into the lab. So, let's not go any further there. We'll head back down the road. So for anybody that's joined here recently, since I did my usual start of the stream blather, this is, as the chat commands indicate, and I'll go ahead and put them back in here. Anytime you join in, you can use the challenge command to get kind of a write-up of what I'm doing. Settings will give you the world settings, and mod list will give you the list of mods that I'm running. I'm going pretty light on mods currently. But yeah, so this one, I intentionally picked a challenge that I thought was going to be a little quicker and easier than most of mine. I usually tend towards very low-powered characters, low stats, really terrible traits, basically just ramping up the difficulty pretty horrendously, and then I give myself fairly stupid hard challenges to give myself a goal to work towards. This one was a little different. I mainly wanted to, A, check out these research facilities, because they've been in game for a little while, and I've never actually managed to get to one to check it out. And B, I've had a lot of requests recently to use guns more. So we're going to go loud. We're going to go bang bang in this one. That's kind of the idea behind it. So it's intentionally not one of my harder challenges. And the game's being ridiculously generous. Let's be honest. It's being ridiculously generous. The RNG gods are smiling on me currently and making it a little too easy on me. But yeah, so there's a character, Bionic Sniper, named Sergeant Shmup. So he's doing fine. We're not having any kind of difficulties or problems. This damage you see was from the helicopter crash. It's the helicopter crash start. So we had that damage to begin with, and with the imperceptive healer trait, the one night that we spent sleeping, we got almost no healing whatsoever. So it'll look like that probably through this entire challenge. I'm not probably going to get enough sleep to really budge those numbers. So you'll see that pretty much through this whole challenge. But I don't expect this challenge to go longer than either this evening or maybe into Friday. We'll see. That's kind of where we're at and what we're doing. But yeah, I mean, it's been giving me tools. It's been giving me a working vehicle. It's just been pretty crazy how generous the game has been so far. Backside of the facility. What I don't have is any kind of ability to go through walls yet. I haven't. A thorny shambler. The hell's a thorny shambler? What are you? A shambling undead humanoid, body overgrown with a tangled mass of otherworldly vegetation, hunched over and dragging its feet as it moves. The bramble utterly enveloping its upper half twitches and moves with a life of its own. Tendrils tipped with a paralytic sting. Ooh, paralytic. Yummy. Wonder if that, I hope it's not a true paralytic. Completely paralyzed. Maybe slow you down or something nasty for a period of time. And I wonder if it can throw that, if it has like a ranged effect. Excuse me. Alright. Yeah, I've never seen one of those before. Cool. New stuff is always good. We're going to drive right by him. Blanc. That's okay, message. Whoa! We smashed into a duck or a beaver or something. What did we hit? I think it was... Oh, the beaver. Beaver dies times 2. Too many damn beavers. Almost made me skid off into the river. Alright, hey, we got a cave. We could go look for the Rat King. Otherwise, it's still looking pretty clear. I think I'm going to go ahead and go off into the brush temporarily here. I'm just going to try to push my mapping as far to the west as I can. And check for body sites or crates or helicopters. I still haven't found a good helicopter yet. Alright, yeah. Not going to be able to get any further up that direction. It's looking pretty safe, pretty clear so far in regards to fungal or anything. Haven't seen any sign of it, which is good. Do I want to check the cave? Rat King Cave, the Monster Cave, Empty Cave, Bear Cave, Bat Cave. Nah, there's nothing I could get in this. I'm not going to go Rat King mutation route, so... We'll just go check the bridge real quick, see what vehicles are on it, and we'll back up. Standard car, nothing else in sight so far. Looks like we got a view of most of the bridge at this point. One more vehicle. Alright, standard vehicles. Something in the trunk there might be useful. We'll check it real quick. Run, beavers. Screwdriver set. No gas. And again, no gas. Alright, and we got a fair bit of view into Stockholm, so it looks like it is a conglomeration of cities. It's, probably 3 or 4 of them if I had to guess. So I've been working on map sizes and trying to find a happy medium. So far, I'm pretty happy with this one. We've got roads, and when you get them too close together, you don't get any roads with these intermediate buildings and sites. But this has got some empty area. It's got some roads in between. It's got some small towns, and then it's got the occasional big conglomeration. This is where we started, by the way, which is pretty hilarious. We started right about here. We had a whole lot of nothing. The only thing we could see was we could just barely make out that. We couldn't see that lab. And so that was our starting spot. And we've been traveling since then. But I think this one's working for me. Maybe I'll dial it down to 7.3. This is 8.3. So I think 7.3 might just about give me the density and distance between them and so on that I'm looking for. I want a mix of both big and small towns. Just because of the way it generates the towns now in these internal commercial industrial type districts. You can't get those in the really small towns, and the mega cities there's just nothing in between, so you don't get all of these side sites and being able to drive along roads. So 7.3, 8.3 seems to be where my happy spot is. Alright, let's get back out of here. Back to the facility. I guess. What time is it? 4:30? Well, hey there, Blob. What the hell are you doing down here? Weird. I guess we'll go check out the facility. I was debating whether to do that now or to wait drive by him. Hey there, security guard. Came wandering out from somewhere as well. And another security guard. Jeez, all of a sudden, I got a scientist in the area too. Apparently they're just kind of pouring out of the building at this point. Multiple security guards down that way as well. How much ammo do I want to use? Either scientist. Stop right here for a minute. Go to go to the pistol. So yeah, battery cells. So I haven't actually interacted with these things yet. A light battery cell compatible with all kinds of small devices. Capacity, 100 rounds of batteries. Reload time, 100 per round. Alright. Let's see. Let's switch to the big gun. Come get me. Take the shelled nuts. Critical for only 72 that time, huh? God damn it. This damn game. I've been looking for this book for like 8 challenges. Entire challenge runs. Like 40-hour challenge runs. Where I've explored dozens of labs, hundreds of bookstores. And I haven't seen this book in like 3 months. I've been looking for this book. And I haven't seen one yet. Now, I get it when I can't use it. Oh. Cataclysm, you so funny. Hilarious. So, I haven't butchered anything or dissected, and there's a reason for that. I got no skills, no first aid skill. I got an okay tool. Also, my chances of getting any CBMs installed successfully are super low, so... Yes, the SICP book is still in the game! I've been doubting it for a while now. I've mentioned it a few times that I had almost stopped believing it was still in. How many shots we got left? Oh, we are bingo. Did I bring the ammo or did I leave it in the... I left it, didn't I? Alright, we'll reload from one of the chest rigs. And we got 25 shots instead of 10. Why? It gave me a 10-stick magazine loaded and then gave me reloads with 25 each. I don't know. Let's keep clearing though. Yeah, let's just make piles up here. Come to me, my precious. Yes, this guy is stupid overpowered for these little zombies here. Oops, I just broke something. Not sure what. Another first aid kit. Standard zombies, huh? And I do know that pulping zombies now makes it... a modifier is applied that makes it less likely to get CBMs. So, Had I intended to get CBMs out of that scientist zombie, it would have been better not to pulp it first.